Hi, this is Angela from Arch Enemy, and you're listening to Metalheadz. Rock on!
Okay, this is Pete from Metalheadz, and I'm hanging out with Angela from Arch Enemy in Wolverhampton. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a bit tired, but that's the tour tiredness, but I'm looking forward to the show.
Yeah. The last time I saw Arch Enemy was in Bloodstock 2009. I was wondering, how was that show for you?
It's awesome, yeah. We did a co-headline with Carcass. I was kind of like... It's kind of like family, sharing the stage, sharing members and everything.
Michael.
Yes, and then Daniel. And I think both bands played a great show. We had a great response to the Carcass, so it's awesome, yeah. I mean, I really loved the show.
Yeah.
That stuff. Mm.
I mean, like with festival appearances, obviously when you play the bigger ones, like your Downloads and probably your Wackens and stuff in Germany, is it nice to do a festival a bit smaller and do a longer set?
We're kind of a 90 minutes band right now. We always feel a little bit castrated with only 60 minutes. It feels always a little bit too short. So yeah, that was definitely awesome. When we played, when you do 60 minutes, you can obviously, play your best of hit list. It's nice too sometimes.
Yeah,
it really worked for us at Wacken because you just battle people. Yeah. There's no 1 minute to breathe. That has an appeal as well. But it's always nicer if you can play a bit longer.
I was going to say, with a 90-minute set then, and obviously music with it as fast as and intense as yours, does it actually get physically difficult to continually do that?
I think it also gets physically difficult for fans, especially at festivals, because they are dead. Not boozing and screaming and headbanging and being excited. I mean, they are dead around 11 p.m. But we can feel that too. I mean, after 90 minutes, I can do up to 2 hours, but this is like a real workout.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of new bands with female vocalists, in the aggressive style, citing that not just Arch Enemy, but you personally as an influence. And I was wondering, did you ever think that perhaps your vocal style would have the influence that it has done so far?
I think it's more an attitude influence. Like, yes, I can to cite Obama. No, it's a bit like, I think it gives confidence. I think what I've done, or what Arch Enemy has done by being successful and going since 10 years, is giving confidence to a lot of women to actually step up to the plate and just do it.
Put a lot of men to shame, quite frankly.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And just be able to be as primal as they want to be on and off stage. Because that's kind of what it is, right? Yeah. It's like, we live in a very refined society, and heavy metal is the antidote to that. It's very primal, and I think a lot of women have like a bit, from background as tradition, or just the way we are perceived as females, not to show that primal side. But I think a lot of women feel encouraged by that, because I'm really letting that out. So.
What were your influences vocally when you were starting to use aggressive vocals?
Very raw stuff. I love Chuck Schuldiner. He's my number one favorite vocalist. And then I love David Vincent and Jeff Walker from Carcass. And I love Rob Half from Judas Priest. He's got a lot of this mean... Now he's got some really sadist undertones. I like sadistic voices, so... Kinda, that's what I come from.
Yeah. And Arch Enemy, you recently did The Root of All Evil, which is a collection of re-recordings of the old songs. How did it feel for you to re-record over those old songs? Because obviously there are different vocalists for those songs. Yeah.
I've been playing those songs live before. Obviously, when I joined the band, there was only one album out with me, so we had to go and go back anyway. And I've never had a problem with that. I love I've always been an Arch Enemy fan, and I love Johan Lever's vocals, so it has never been a problem. It's just we noticed that a lot of younger fans didn't really register with them, that there's more out there than just starting with the Wages of Sin. So we that's all we wanted really, to remind people that there's 3 excellent albums out there, and that's why we only picked a few tracks of each album. So if they want to hear the album, they actually have to listen to the original.
I don't know if you do or not, but I often think to myself, I wish you would chuck Laminate of Immortal Soul back into the set. That's a really killer song.
Yeah, which one?
Laminate of Immortal Soul.
Yeah, I know, and this is gonna come. The only reason we haven't played that yet, we've toured so far on a very, very low budget, and we only bring 1 set of guitars which are tuned in C, right. And Lemon of Immortal Soul is actually a B. So that's why we haven't played any songs in B tuning. But I mean, we're going to do this from next year on, because we're going to have on the new album we're recording right now the same. We're going to have a couple of B tuned songs again. They're tuned even further down. So we're just gonna have to hate it, but it's always we have to do a lot of fly-in dates, and every guitar costs us like $100 with every airline. They're so anal these days, So you think twice. It's very it's very profane, but these are the reasons.
So outside of Arch Enemy, then, what are like your personal hobbies and interests?
I don't have a life outside Arch Enemy because I manage Arch Enemy. I do most of the.
You really manage Arch Enemy?
Hold on, do the financial stuff, all the tour budgets, or I am the one ordering bass caps. I am the one talking to the promoters. I'm the one talking to album art, like cover artists right now. I do the whole thing, all the finances, everything.
And how did that come about then? Because obviously when you joined the band, that's not something you would have been started out doing.
I think a band in our size is if somebody can actually pull it. My background, I obviously do have a background. I studied management, and I've been working in. I've been a trainee in different companies, like for all the accounting stuff. So I do have that background. I study economies on top of that, so I know what I'm doing. So if any band who has somebody in their ranks who does either accounting or has marketing knowledge should really do it themselves, because management takes 20% off the gross income, and it's not that great, that gross income. I mean, all you make these days is from live performances, touring, merchandise, and you can forget about CD sales. I mean, you're happy when you recoup one day after 10 years, something like that. So most bands never see a penny, and obviously somebody else is handling your money, and somebody else always spends a little bit more than you would do on your own, because it's not if that's not their own money, and they make the money off the gross income. I just don't care as much. So I took that over 2008, because we didn't make one single penny up to 2008. We just piss poor, and all these big tours we're doing, and I'm just like, where's the money going? Oh yeah, it went 200k into our management's pocket, another 50, 100k into some agency who was doing the work for him. So nowadays we do it all ourselves. It's a shitload of work. I actually also manage Spiritual Beggars. I help Michael out with Carcass, and I do all the solo projects of Chris. I do all the deals, negotiate.
He just announced his new solo.
Yeah, I negotiate all the deals as well for Spiritual Beggars, because it's this is very close to my heart. So I make sure they get the best. And
it's not something many bands will do, is have their management within the band.
Most bands, I understand, because these are musicians, and they just want to be musicians. But you lose control then, and we are a very anarchist band, in a way. We don't want anybody else to have control over our stuff. So we license, for example, we also own all our music. We just license it. We are on our own record label. We are on our own management.
You're on your own record label now?
Yeah, our own record label.
So will the new album be released through that record label then?
Rise of the Tyrant and Doomsday Machine. We just don't make a big fuss about it, but we just license it via our own record label to other central media, yes. Yeah.
You recently toured South Korea, and I was wondering if you could tell me what it was like to tour South Korea and those parts of the world. What's the heavy metal scene like in there? Because I'm sure it must be quite different from what it is over here.
It's not big in South Korea. Same with Taiwan, these places. But there is a very devoted little scene, and when you come over, they all come to the show. So you have, I think in South Korea we had 800 people, maybe 1,000. And they knew every single note, every single word. They will sing along, extremely passionate. They go nuts because
don't get it that much.
Many shows. So we actually filmed the last South Korean show, and I think we might gonna put it out as a bonus on the new album. I'm thinking about that.
And you're set to go to the studio next month, right? Yeah, well, 5 days. Next month is 5 days. It's I can't believe Christmas is here already. Quite frankly, are the songs already written, or will you be doing that once you go in?
We have written those songs. Yes, we have 8 weeks in the studio, and then we have to be done because the album has to come out end of May. So we're on a very tight schedule, and we know every solo, everything. I mean, there's a little bit of room because 8 weeks is enough in the studio to experiment a little bit, but the songs itself are all written.
And is it then a continuation from Rise of the Tyrant, or have you taken it perhaps in a slightly different direction?
It's a bit different because it's 4 years ago we recorded Rise of the Tyrant, so we got extremely bored with that. We still excited playing those songs live, but that's about it. I mean, I can't even be bored of rehearsing them before a tour because I can't sing that shit in my sleep. Yeah. No, we have put. I think Discharge, Venom, and Possessed has found their way into Arch Enemy sound. It sounds very different, some of the stuff. Cool. It's very exciting for us too. Yeah, see how our fans gonna react to that. It's a bit of a punk attitude. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a bit of punk.
I think so too.
Punk's the ultimate anarchist.
We are punks. We're basically punks. Yeah. I find we are green, liberal, pacifistic anarchists. That's what we are.
I like that. That's a new genre.
Green, liberal, pacifistic, atheist anarchists. That's the right.
Well, they're right up my street. Well, Angela, I want to thank you for taking this time and doing an interview with me today, and good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you very much. It's just today and tomorrow, and I think it's going to be just great.